All right, assisted living fans, shout out to Sandra, aka Taylor Buck, who's actually been upgraded to a full-time cast member during season 2 of the CW's hit Arrowverse series, and in my opinion, one of the best Arrowverse series that I've seen from them in years, Superman and Lois. Now, if you aren't a person who checks out the superhero genre, comic book television series, then this will go completely over your head, but I feel like it's worth checking into this video. I'll leave a link to the article making the announcement just because of the fact that I love when things like this happen, because you'll have someone from a Tyler Perry project move on to even bigger things. And I still plan on doing the whole video talking about the writer's room and all that stuff, but that again is his own subject. But the one thing Tyler Perry does is create opportunity, and basically, you know, where you see an actor or actress in one of his projects but then they go on to do something else, that doesn't always necessarily mean that they're done with their respective role in a Tyler Perry show. It just means that, you know, they'll be working on another project. That doesn't mean they won't come back. That doesn't mean they can't come back. Because remember, Assisted Living wrapped up filming for seasons 2 and 3 already. We're only about a third of the way into season 2, and BET already confirmed season 3. So I'm very confident that Sandra will be in the remaining part of season 2 as well as the upcoming season 3. So I don't see her not being available to film if there is a season 4 sometime in 2022. But more to the point of this video, she portrays Natalie Irons, who is the daughter of John Henry Irons and Lois Lane of the Earth that they're from. They're not from the Earth Prime, from the Arrowverse. So essentially, if you read the comics, Natalie Irons is typically written as the niece of John Henry Irons, who portrays Steel. Steel is pretty much a Superman who's made of just an... Imagine Iron Man with a black guy inside, not Rhodey, but yeah, that's essentially it. John Henry Irons crafted an, for lack of a better phrase, an Iron Man suit, so to speak, with a giant hammer because of the legend John Henry, you know, working on the railroad. And he fights in place of Superman after Doomsday killed him. But in any case, there's a point in the comics where her uncle gets killed and she becomes the new Steel, a female variation. So this is very exciting because we live in a day and age where if you have a role in a superhero show or movie, you're in a good spot. You're in a good spot. So it's just always good to see cast members from one of the Tyler Perry projects moves on to other things. It reminds me of, like, let's say China Anne McClain, who I do believe had a birthday yesterday. Her and her brother, well, Jasmine's brother Malik, they were both on House of Pain, but then they kind of, you know, transitioned over to Disney. Obviously, she did with Ant Farm, and then the Descendants films, and also Malik went on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Actually, it was the Sweet Life on Deck, and then he was on another show. I cannot remember it. It was like being on an island, like King or something, I forgot. But essentially from there they both went on and did other projects too. So, well, also let me not forget Lightning on Black Lightning. So I feel like this is another Tyler Perry alumnus who has graduated, if you will, to a CW show. And I ought to do a video one day because there have been a ton of Tyler Perry talent who have worked on one of his shows, whether it be Have and Have Nots, If Loving You Is Wrong, or one of the other projects, and they've gone to the CW. Some of them haven't been on superhero shows, but they're on the CW nonetheless. But yeah, that'll be a fun video to do in the near future. But congratulations to Taylor. I can't wait for season 2. If you haven't watched Superman and Lois, I don't think it's on Netflix just yet. I actually canceled my Netflix a couple weeks ago. You know, since I'm at home until I get the house and everything, I've really cut back on streaming services. So I'm not watching Netflix. So I believe it should be on Netflix within the next week or so. So if you haven't checked out Superman and Lois, I highly recommend it. It's one of the better Arrowverse shows. And I believe that she first showed up in episode 7 during a flashback. And from there, she kind of like periodically made a couple of appearances in other episodes. But either way, she's a full-time cast member in season 2. Can't wait to see it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I will leave a link to this article from TV Line in the comment section. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time.